what? We were actually doing this thing?
Yes. I know it's crazy, right? I know it's nutty.
Wow.
And only 3 minutes late. I know.
Okay.
I know. The bad news is I can't turn you down at all. I could never turn you down. If you know what I'm saying, and I think you do.
By that, you mean what? Like, I don't understand.
I can never turn you down. You're always hot.
Well, I think we all know that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think without any doubt, that is the truth. Let's see.
Some of us have it, Brad. Some of us don't.
Yeah, now you tell me.
I know.
Now you tell me.
I know.
All right, here we. All right, everybody.
All right, let's go.
It's a little behind
Places,
the scenes
everyone.
stuff. Places.
Places. Yeah.
Straight out of the DFW Metroplex, it's Saturday Morning Live with Jeff Fisher from Chewing the Fat and Brad Staggs from the Daily Mojo.
Today's musical guest, Atomic Brunette.
Oh, yeah.
And now here are your hosts, Brad Staggs and Jeff Fisher.
All right, I have to tell you that there was a bit, there was something of a voiceover strike, and not Stu went on strike. So we had to get a different person to do some of the intro, but I think we're good. I think we're good.
I think so. I mean, you sound fine on your end. I hear no echo. I hear no anything.
We had something of a Bill O'Reilly moment.
We
Just
did. You're
prior.
kind of over-modulated to me, but that's fine. I'm not
Am
going
I?
to complain anymore. Yeah, but you're fine. You're just fine.
You
Just
started
never
this
mind.
whole thing. It's
You're
all.
fine.
It's your
Just gonna
fault.
stop.
I'm just happy, and I'm sure everyone else is just happy that we're doing it live.
As a professional, I could have lived with the echo, but apparently the recording could not have.
No,
So-
and everybody else would have been really pissed off.
Well, you guys
So-
sound like crap. What's going on?
Right.
Okay.
It would have been something.
All
Hold
right.
on, I need to slice. This is why the construction crew here at the Desert Air Motel really needs to get their ass in order.
There's no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. I mean, it was so nice to see you and the wife yesterday, and I appreciate all the gifts and everything. And I know you went on this $100,000 vacation to Hawaii, but hey, I got a hat. I
You
got
did.
a Maui hat.
Well, and
I
you-
got a Maui hat. So
And
come on now.
did get some macadamia nuts, which aren't cheap.
No, they're not. And I found out I wasn't aware actually that well, maybe I was, but my wife is allergic to them.
Oh,
So
she's
they
dead.
accidentally opened up and spilled all over the bed. So I hope everything works out.
Wow.
I don't know
It's
what's happening. I know.
sorry to hear she's in the hospital. Everything
Now-
should be
yeah,
fine.
well.
We hope everything's
I mean,
fine.
Darn the luck, I don't have to share them.
Right?
What are you gonna do?
All right, so I just want to make sure everybody.
Hi, Brad.
I guess we'll find out
Good to see
shortly
you.
if everybody can hear us.
Good to see you. I see it's up on my X account, so we're good.
Okay. All right. So
Good.
and no one's complaining yet.
Well, I can't say that because I haven't looked at any of the messages. But
No, I haven't either.
I
So
don't-
we'll just
move over. I don't like this. What's going on? You gotta
We
fix
will
the camera
just-
angle, construction crew.
I know
It's crazy.
it's everything's horrible. One of these days we should try doing this as a professional.
I see it's up on.
Okay, good. I know.
Oh,
it's
wait.
crazy. No, that was you. That was sorry. That was me clicking
Okay,
on
I
something just
heard
to make
myself
sure.
back. I know.
You did.
All
So,
right.
all right. I'm just going to assume everything is going as fine as humanly possible. And
So,
where do you want to start?
How was your vacation?
Oh, it was
How was your
fabulous.
vacation?
It
I know
was
you've
very.
already recapped probably on Mojo for the week, so you're done talking about it.
No, I'm not. I'm never done talking about getting out of the saddle and going and relaxing. Although, when it comes down to it, is Hawaii really all that relaxing? I mean,
I don't know. You tell me.
it's
It's a state I've never been to. And they're
Well, you
lucky
should
to be a
go
state,
there.
by the way, but we'll move on from that.
you should go there at some point in time.
Yeah, you've been talking to my wife, actually.
We went to see the Lahaina area to see what the. Let me just tell you, they are not happy with the government right now.
rebuilt. They're good to go. The roads are open. We're good to go, right?
Not really.
They've got the government money. They got the Rock and Oprah money. There's 80-story hotels being built.
Yeah. That's not exactly what's happening over there. Unfortunately, They are. Apparently, the county and the city over there aren't really all that responsive, and they're still trying to get building permits.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
No joke. No joke. How is that even possible?
I don't know. And the people we talked to were pissed.
I bet.
And rightfully so.
Yes.
They've had to, most of the downtown area is still literally ashes, and nothing has been scraped away. It's really insane. And they were pissed off, of course, that the government here has sent them $700 apiece. Meanwhile, we're sending how many bazillions of dollars overseas to Ukraine and
billions of dollars to Ukraine, and we're spending billions of dollars on the illegal immigrants.
Right.
And yet we can't give money to us. I mean, it's Americans last, and that's a real problem. That's
big time. Big time. Something's got to give. I don't know what it's going to be, but something's going to give. And I've been saying that for a while. I know you have too. And it's just.
I don't know when or what, but
something's going to break.
It has to. It's inevitable.
I don't know how you get through this without something breaking.
I know.
And not doing very well.
I will say this, and I didn't say this to you yesterday because I didn't want to say it to your face, in the same room. But I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get any Maui ash back as a souvenir and say, hey, this is a jar of Maui ash. I just got it just for you. And,
I could have. That's a brilliant idea.
That's me, Brad. I'm $1 million idea guy.
I'm going to have to go back. I was mad that I didn't get any of the black sand from over there because there are beaches that you're not supposed to take the black sand from.
Yeah,
because
you're not supposed to be nude on those either.
Right.
That's another story as well.
Right. Well, yes. But the whole thing about not taking any black sand from the beach, because if everybody did that,
the earth would swallow everything up. It would be done.
It'd be off its axis. It'd be imbalance. It's crazy. I mean, and I wanted some black sand, but I didn't get any. And
that's awesome. So people are sneaking black sand out of Hawaii, and it hasn't sunk yet. Oh my gosh!
I know.
The world hasn't fallen into a deep hole, although we're close to it. I mentioned yesterday on Chewing the Fat about the new Nostradamus, who thinks World War III is supposed to happen, and
it's supposed to have happened like 2 days ago, right?
Well. He said it was going to happen on the 10th.
Uh-huh.
And then, since it didn't happen on the 10th, he said, you know what? It's going to happen on the 18th. And, you know what?
Whoops.
It didn't happen on, you know what? The 29th. So.
Wait a second. So what is it? That's a week from today, right?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, so we have 1 week left.
Yeah, we could be broadcasting live when World War III started. Now, I will say that many could make the case that, World War III's already started.
Yes. I think that's
not
legit.
I kind of do too, but not technically.
Well, and as we discussed yesterday, it could be that he was referring to the Ethiopian calendar.
I freaking love the Ethiopian calendar story so much.
Because what year is it in the Ethiopian calendar? You're
going to get me singing Cher again. If I could turn back time, I couldn't get her out of my head all day yesterday. I moved on to Nelly this morning. I don't matter what you do. All I think about is you. Oh man. Anyway, but Ethiopia. Their New Year starts in September, and when they ring in the New Year, it's going to be 2017. And if you remember how good you had it in 2017,
right?
If you want to go back there, you can move to Ethiopia, and you're good, no problem. So, now you're going to make me look up the story. I don't have the story.
No, I'm looking at the Ethiopian calendar. In Ethiopia, it's June 22nd, 2016.
Right, that's what I said. In September, it becomes 2017. Are we having headphone issues?
I just looking it up because I had to see it for myself.
Okay.
And
Gosh darn it! Where's the stupid
Per
story?
year, Ethiopian 11th of September.
There it is.
Starts on the 11th of September or on the 12th of September in a Gregorian leap year. So,
Okay, so and that's I mean Earth, Wind, and Fire,
right?
So
Do you
okay, so
remember?
the birth year of Jesus Christ in Ethiopia. All right,
Uh-huh.
I found the story. Uh, is recognized in 7 or 8 years later than the Gregorian or Western calendar, which was introduced by Pope Gregory VIII in 1582. And I am such a fan of Pope Gregory VIII from
And
1582.
didn't
You can't
Columbus
get me
sail
off of
the
talking
ocean
about
blue
him.
in 1582, didn't he?
So, according to experts, the Roman Church adjusted the calculation in 500 CE, while the Ethiopian Orthodox Church said, how about no? You know what? We're doing our own thing over here, okay? You do whatever you do, you boo, but we're not doing it. And so now they go by that calendar. Now, what I didn't talk about yesterday, because I'm chewing the fat, and I want to talk about going back in time in 2017. But they actually have been struggling because it's like the government lives off of this calendar, but businesses and everything else live off the Western calendar. So
Right.
they have two calendars, and they got to make sure everything is right. And now the people who were really strong into the old calendar were these farmers. The people in the outskirts of you go out in the farmlands of Ethiopia, you don't know what you're going to get. So they now are coming online with the smartphones, and so they're like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you talking about? It's 2024. No way. It's 2016." And so they're probably going to change now because all the people are like, "Hey, dummies, why don't you catch up with the rest of the world?" So we'll see what happens.
Well, in the Ethiopian calendar, Ethiopia doesn't only have the calendar issues, but they've also got the extra books of the Bible too.
Oh, right.
The book of Enoch and the book of Eli, and there's some interesting stuff in those books that I would kind of like to know why they haven't chosen
this. And we've talked about this, a couple times throughout the years. Every time you talk about this, I think I have got to read those books.
I know.
And then I think to myself,
It's on my list of things.
I know.
I just haven't done it.
Get to it.
I can't sit down. I can't sit down and focus long enough.
Well, if they would just make a show so I could watch it on TV,
Right.
it'd be fine.
Can't they just put it on Hulu?
Thank you. What's Netflix doing?
It would be a lot more interesting and a lot easier to ingest.
I gotta actually. Let's have a 10-part series, Book of Enoch, and let's go.
Well, now that you did the Book of Eli, that was our man Denzel.
I know. I love
So we've
that.
already seen that. Yeah, it is a great movie. And then after Hawaii, it was off to Vegas to see the Tobies,
which got me into singing "Viva Las Vegas" for a week and a half.
You're welcome.
Because the Army of the Dead movie, that's one of the best cinematic scenes in film. About 8 minutes in, not that I've ever fast forwarded to it and watched it multiple times, when the zombie, made by the government, by the way, when the zombie has now broken out and is free and is on the little mountain looking down into Vegas, getting ready to attack Vegas, and then the Viva Las Vegas song starts, and it shows the takeover of Vegas.
Yep.
And it is fantastic. That the song, the redo of the song, the action in that 5 sub-minutes is awesome. And I was singing "Viva Las Vegas" the whole time, and and it began with you. So thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, that's
You're
right.
saying,
Okay,
yeah,
I
I'm
do
going to
remember.
go to Vegas.
I do remember. Oh, and Ella Purnell was in that. Ella Purnell, who went on to be in Yellow Jackets and was in Fallout.
All right.
She was the lead, who I thought was what's her face?
Yeah.
I thought it was what's her name?
Yeah, her.
Yeah, but she's way too young to be her, so it wasn't her.
And I don't remember their names, and I don't have them in front of me. But also in Army of the Dead, which I enjoy the movie. If it's still up on Netflix, I enjoy the heck out of that movie. But that scene is outstanding.
It is.
But remember, they had the guy that they had filmed the movie, and then the one guy that was in it had some sexual assault charges or something come up on him, so they didn't want to put him in the movie. So they reshot all of his scenes with another actor. She came in and reshot all the scenes that he was in, and they covered him up with her. And you can barely tell. Sometimes, knowing that they reshot the scenes, you can tell that it's just not. It's
in Army
very
of the
hard to
Dead.
tell. Yeah, Army of the Dead, and but all the scenes she shot, and she wasn't part of the original filming at all. She wasn't with the group. It was really, it was well done, but because I know that, you can see like, oh yeah, that's why it's that way.
Wait a minute.
wasn't
So
there.
Ella Purnell covered up the dude?
No, the helicopter one.
Oh.
The helicopter lady. Is that Ella? I don't think that's Ella.
No, that might be Nora. Who was the guy that? Oh, Chris Delia. He's the dude that had the sexual assault stuff, right?
And they kicked him to the curb, man. We didn't want anything to do with him in the movie at all, and they had already shot it.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's the same dude that was in You.
I don't recall.
Not the same guy that was in You, but was in You. No, he was in because the part that he played in that, he was kind of creeping on what's her face from Wednesday, plays Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
So he was in
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So, okay, yeah, he's had a few issues.
Yes, he has. Yes, he
And-
has. But we had I know.
Who do you believe?
And I never looked to see if it was actually what happened, the outcome of that, whether it was BS,
I don't
what
know.
happened to him. I just know that he was they were set to release this movie, and they had to go back, and it cost them a lot of money.
Yeah.
They obviously weren't going to reshoot the whole movie, but his idea was to just reshoot his character, and they did, and just replaced him.
It's amazing what they can do in Hollywood.
I know.
Almost as
I
much as
know.
we can do here on Saturday
Well,
Morning Live. Almost.
Almost.
And then after Hawaii, we went to Vegas and we missed this thing that the one of the Tobys just sent to us. There was a
there's the new
monolith.
monolith that showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of the. But don't worry, the sheriff's department in Vegas has gotten out there and they've taken it down. Because they've
Why?
taken it down.
Why?
Well, you can't have a monolith out in the middle of the desert. People wouldn't be safe.
What?
That's what
Seriously?
that's what the sheriff's
Shut up.
department of out there in Clark County. It's being stored, they say, at an undisclosed location while public authorities determine the most
Oh, my
appropriate
God.
way to dispose of or store the item. It's 77 inches tall. Each face is 13 inches wide. It was made out of reflective sheet metal, folded
Yeah.
into a triangle and secured with rebar and concrite. So it doesn't
I
sound
saw
like
the story.
alien thing.
I actually meant to talk about it because I saw the story and I meant, gosh darn it, I remembered because I was going to talk to you about this if you would go and see it.
I would
I
love
cannot
to
believe
have
they
seen
took
it.
it down.
But well, they took it down and they put up a reminder. The Las Vegas Metro Police Department discourages anyone from venturing off marked trails or leaving objects and items behind. This poses a danger to you and the environment.
Does it?
So they are hot on
Officer.
top of it. They
That's
are
great.
Yeah, they are really they're
That's
right
great.
on top of things. So
I hope a million aliens breaks out of it and just destroys this.
this, you know what? This wasn't it. Was it Breaking Bad where they
I actually don't hope that, but it's just a joke. Okay.
well
Just
the,
want the-
wasn't
want
it Breaking
the Clark
Bad where
County
they
Sheriff's Department to know it was a joke.
they put something where they knew the cops would take it back to the storage room and then it had like a camera and a microphone in it
Oh yeah, yeah.
so that they found out what the code was to the front door
Yeah.
and then they broke in.
Yeah.
That may be what this is.
Maybe.
Because I don't think it's aliens, not with rebar and concrete,
Really?
sadly.
You think that? Okay.
I just,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, why not? It's really strange that they would just, we got to take this down. We got this. We don't tell people we put it in our garage where we keep the broken down sheriff's cars. Just keep it in the back. Come on.
And well, they after they all did such a smash up, bang up job on figuring out why the Las Vegas shooter did what he did. Yeah, that this is something that, hey, look what we did. We saved y'all from a giant monolith.
We wouldn't want to have people go. Thank you. Very important to back the blue. We wouldn't want to have people, I don't know, coming out to the trails and visiting it. No, we don't want that to happen.
No.
Don't. I was just reading a story this morning about a lady who, holy God, I got hooked. I went down this. I saw the headlines. So I read the story. It was a long story, never ending. I didn't think it was ever going to end. It was almost like reading a book. I had just about enough of it. And so this lady wants to hike the Appalachian Trail, right? She's Miss Hiker, and she was in I think the military, or she was some kind of nurse. Anyway, and she wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail, which is a tremendous hike. And you can't do it. I mean, you have to do it, break it up. And she started, and it doesn't matter where she started. She started with a friend, and hubby was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'll meet you every couple of days and bring you some water. I'll rent a hotel room so you can shower, but yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And so, which I love. Hubby's like, no, I'm not doing that. So she does it with a friend of hers, and everything is fine. And they hiked, I don't know, they were up in Maine and up in, they started up there, went that way, and then they were going to reverse it back down and do the bottom half. And her friend has to leave and says, hey, let's just pause it. I've got family issues. I've got to leave. So I don't want you to finish it on your own. I got to go. And she's like, no. I'm going to do this. I got to do this on my own. I got to go. And so the friend leaves, and she's going to finish the trek on her own. And everything was fine until it wasn't. And so apparently she gets off the beaten path, off the Appalachian Trail for some reason, has to go to the bathroom, whatever.
Right.
That's what was in her book and in her notepad that they found. And so then she gets lost. She gets turned around. She doesn't know where she's at. And she pitches a tent, and she has a little bit of water left, and she's hoping that somebody will find her.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. They set out the search parties. They searched for her, the whole thing, looked, and they found her. I don't know how long. It was years. It was a couple years until somebody stumbled on her. They stumbled on her tent that she had pitched that was, broken down at that time. She was dead in her I don't want to say seatbelt, but in her camping pack.
In her sleeping bag?
Yeah, sleeping bag. And there she is.
Seatbelt?
A seatbelt. This camping bag. I don't know. It's all I could think of. No, don't look at me like
sucks.
Don't look
it
at
really
me like that.
does.
That's all I could think of. All right.
Uh-huh.
I was
on her dead in her seatbelt.
That's all I could think of. But
That's all right. Okay.
Yeah. Well. All right. So she was in her sleeping bag, and she's dead. But they stumbled upon her, and she wrote notes the whole time that she had her whole book there saying, hey, please make sure my family, my son, or my husband, and my daughter get this. Whoever finds my body. She knew she was dying. There was no way. She was out there forever. It's just incredible. It's a sad story, but
if she just had taken a man with her, I mean, how hard is it to find the direction? How far off the trail could she have ventured?
Not that far. Exactly. They were surprised that they originally said that for whatever reason they missed her. They didn't see her when they were searching for her. And one of the guys was in the story said that we never really technically searched that grid, where she was. But some guy, some woodsman found, stumbled across her. Hey, there's a tent and a seatbelt with a lady in it. And I don't think it's sad, but they have closure with it. But it's just, anyway.
How do you wander off to take whatever you got to do, take care of business off the trail? How How did she, like a quarter of a mile off the trail and then couldn't find a
inside
way
the story,
back?
they say, well, she sometimes wasn't good with directions and would get turned around. Okay, well, she's a
Wow.
hiker. I mean,
Well,
she's a
yeah.
big-time hiker. And so don't you have a compass?
Well, not only that, but if you're not good with directions, I'm thinking maybe hiking is not one of the hobbies you want to take up.
It's not bad if you stay on the trail, right?
Right.
But they said that they said now it happens more often than we think. People get off the trail to do whatever they're going to do, and then they get turned around because they can't. Oh, which way is the trail? And instead of going to where the trail is, they go the other way. But I think they've invented a thing called a compass.
Yeah.
And you just kind of, okay.
Or some string.
Well,
you just tie it around a little tree that is.
And she had a cell phone, but there's no coverage. Elon, what are you doing? We're hooking up Starlinks.
Right.
Let's get some Starlinks in the woods. She didn't have any cell coverage, and she texted her husband, a bunch of times. They have the call history, but there was no coverage, so he never, he obviously never received them. He's at the first time he was supposed to meet her, because like I said, he just said, I'm not doing that. I'll meet you with a cup with a little water and at the hotel for a shower. And so she didn't show up, and he's thinking, maybe she got behind, and I'll wait. And then she didn't show up, and that's when, obviously the second day that's when he got worried.
I feel bad for people like that, but by the same token,
I feel terrible, but I got roped into reading that stupid. I don't even know what made me think of that stupid story. What were we talking about?
Being lost on the hiking out in
the trail,
Nevada and running into monoliths.
Monoliths, yeah.
If she had just run into a monolith,
where is Vegas on the other side of this? We're taking the shot.
It was
from the Vegas
north.
side.
It's from the. I don't know exactly where they said they found this thing. It was. I think it was north of Vegas, which is out where. Let's see, north desert, north of Vegas, blah blah blah, blah blah. That's all it says, north of Las Vegas.
Okay.
So probably out where we went and looked at the nuclear test site.
Oh, you went out there?
The nuclear test site, yeah.
Know that. I would not have come over and saw you yesterday if
I'm telling you,
were going to be.
It's fabulous. You go out there and you look at what the government used to do. Come on, folks. We're blowing up.
I thought that glow
nuke.
you had was a vacation glow, but apparently not.
No, and actually that's where I got the lead on our band of the week, our musical guest, because
all right.
It is Atomic Brunette. And
Atomic Brunette.
Yeah, they've got some issues,
awesome.
But they make pretty music.
I mean, that girl on the left, man, she's been through some atomic radiation issues with that hand. That's for sure.
She has some. They've
real
got
issues with that.
They play a mean instrument. I just don't know which instrument it is that they play. And
Can't wait though.
And they're fantastic. And I did bring a can back from the desert.
Nice.
And I haven't hit a Geiger counter on this thing yet, but if I had a Geiger counter, I'd like to see if it's because it was out there for a good 50
minutes. Do you actually believe? And I'm serious now. Do you actually believe that can has been out there since all this testing was going on?
No, I don't. I don't think it was out there that long. But this is a can from the early 70s. So,
do you actually think that that's an actual can from the 70s?
Yeah. I mean, it's got the pull tab.
Is that not like a tourist site?
Yeah. Well, it's got a little marker up that you can. It says, "Hey, this is where they used to blow up nukes, and people would come out and look." So there's a little mile marker.
Do you have to pay to get past a gate or anything?
Nope.
Okay, because I would guess that if I'm someone that wants tourists to keep coming out there,
right?
I would, just drop a can every now and then.
Hey, that's. But see, there's just a bunch of trash out there, and that's why I went out and look, because out there in the background, that's where they would test the nukes over there, and then this.
Right.
So nobody really, I don't think, goes out there much anymore. And
isolated valleys of Jackass, Yucca, and Frenchman Flats.
Yep.
North American test site first took Frenchman Flat, 51. Nevada test site is one of the nation's most important expressions of the Cold War. Is it?
Right.
Archaeological studies of the Nevada test site revealed continuous occupation when posted.
There have been people for almost 10,000 years.
Yeah,
but
has there? Okay.
But it blows my mind that people would go out there into the desert to watch them blow up a nuclear bomb. And
that's awesome. I mean, I could look. I know, but
the government cares about you and wants to be helpful.
Until very recently, you were able to do stuff like that when this was America.
Right.
You could go to the beach and watch them explode a whale with dynamite. You could do that. You can't do that anymore. Every time a whale washes up now, we have to protect it like it's a protected species. It's dead on the beach. What are we doing?
That's the best story. Oh, the big chunks of whale blubber falling on the car.
I love that story. But I'm just saying, because of that, now we have, anytime a whale washes up dead, we have to treat it like it's a protected species. I'm sorry, no. It's a whale. We need to move this thing.
Blow the damn thing up.
Let's get rid of it. Let's go. We're smart enough now to figure out how much explosive we need, what kind of explosives we need, and we stuff it down that whale's throat and set it off, and we're done. Let's go.
Yeah. Although I would say that we learned a few lessons from the blowing up of was it Spokane? Or somewhere in Oregon.
Somewhere in Washington, or Oregon, wherever it was,
They weren't prepared for quite exactly how much the dynamite was going to...
remember the guy said, we're using all this dynamite. I don't know what's going to blow. We'll figure this will work.
Maybe. Oh, by the way, Laird Leprechaun says maybe the dude was relieved she was gone. The
well, no, I don't want to feel that bad. It's possible, but... No, I mean, they searched for it. He didn't do it. Nothing was, he actually, in the story, they talked about how he got, after the second day, he legitimately got to search people and, was really concerned. I mean, he didn't do anything. Like, if you were like, well, I guess she didn't show up because I'll go back home. I don't know. Have you heard from your wife? Nope, I haven't heard from her in a month. I went to pick her up a couple months ago and she never showed up. So,
but, I mean, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened.
From her. When she calls, I'll go and bring her some water.
And
not the way he treated it, though.
Curtis wants to know if you're trying to compete with Phil and his big black mic. So,
I mean,
yours does look a little smaller than Phil's, and I don't.
Well,
I'm not judging.
My mom said, "Look, that's what you're born with. Live with it. Now go away."
Join the military.
Yeah, you'll see how big that is. Anytime you get a little cocky.
I see what you did there. Hold on a second. Everything's in there we go. Everything's in a different place.
Just once you go and just join the military, then you'll see what kind of man you are.
How big that. All right, hang on. I know we have a sponsor here.
Oh, okay.
Aha!
Oh.
Elvis.
Better You Performance, yes. Round Rock, Texas. Elvis is doing fine. He started a new program called Lined Up. So if you're an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman, he's making that a priority under Lined Up. You can do that through betteryouperformance.com as well. So keep it up.
And
that's all he gets.
That's all he gets.
Anymore.
Okay, let's see. That's then we're back.
Okay.
That was easy. Again, with the voiceover actors strike, we don't have not Stu to tell us it's time for a break.
Oh, that's what you meant. The whole thing is.
Yeah, that was.
Got it.
Sorry,
the strike has really affected more than I thought,
and it could be that I just don't know where anything.
So we had the Nostradamus guy. So last week I was and I don't even know if I sent you the picture or not, but we had the things are supposed to get better, right? Because we had the birth of the rare white buffalo.
Right.
In Yellowstone National Park, right, which fulfilled the Lakota prophecy that pretends better times. So according to the American Indian tribe, who cautioned that it's also a signal that more must be done to protect Earth and its animals, but it means better times. So that's kind of good, right? I'm happy about that. And they had the birth of the calf, so it was a blessing and a warning. And this came from Chief Arvil Looking Horse, the spiritual leader of the Lakota Dakota, and the Nakota Oyate. How do I say their name? Is it Oyate or Oyete?
Yes.
Oyete, I think it is.
Yes.
in South Dakota, and he's the 19th keeper of the sacred white buffalo calf woman pipe and bundle. So that's a good gig right there.
That is. And it's a lot to put on a
heck of
business card.
card.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how you spell it all, but yeah.
But it's a good gig. How come I can never remember how to?
Because you are not an Indian like those of us who are. You're not. You don't have a drop of. I'm looking for the dude. This is not the same guy.
Oh, this is the guy. That's right. The female doesn't do the voice of this. Gosh darn it.
The new Nostradamus is the guy I was looking at.
How would you pronounce a Lakota word? Oyate should in fact be pronounced as oyate.
Oyate. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Oyate.
Okay, we're done with you. Yeah, oyate. So he is the spiritual. He's the chief looking horse. That's his name, Chief Arvel Looking Horse. He's the spiritual leader of the Lakota Dakota and the Nakota Ayate in South Dakota, and the 19th keeper of the sacred white buffalo calf woman pipe bundle. So some lady was, walking around in the Yellowstone and said, "Hey, look at that over there! Isn't that a white buffalo?" And she took some pictures, and we're good to go.
She didn't try to take a selfie with it, did she?
No. The Aaron Brayton Dancing Aspens Photography was out wandering around Yellowstone. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there it is.
There's the
Beauteous.
white buffalo.
So, I mean, I don't know about New Nostradamus, but the Lakota Dakota and the Nakota Oyate in South Dakota and the 19th keeper of the secret white buffalo calf woman pipe and bundle, Chief Arvel Looking Horse, says that, better times are on the way.
Wait a second. Hold on. So they're saying that better times are on the way?
Better times are on the way. More must be done to protect Earth and its animals, but better times are on the way.
But the new Nostradamus is saying that World War III, well, technically it was supposed to happen, 4 days ago?
Oh, that was the second time. Yeah,
the
first time was the 10th. And then we moved it to the 18th. And then, you know what? Let's go with the 29th. So.
Okay, so we have 7 more days. All right. But that's
correct.
And that's how we got onto the discussion of the Ethiopian calendar.
Correct.
Because if it's 2016 there, 8 years. We have 8 years left.
Right, going by them. I want, right.
Okay. All right. Now,
or do we all just disappear except for Ethiopia?
I mean, anything's possible. There are some good, better times are hopefully on the way, and that's why I saw and sent this, because you've been waiting for the robot that could do everything.
Yeah. Yes, I love it.
And not only can the robot, was it Optimus 2?
Yeah.
He says now that Elon Musk says it can be the first robot babysitter.
Yeah, which I'm a fan of. I mean, I've asked Elon for this for how long? I don't know that it's 100% ready yet, though, because I feel like they're still operating this. This is not operating on its own, actually.
Right, and look how slow. I mean,
that's because it's not
he's going to have to move a little faster.
On its own. And it needs to. We're still working on that process, but we're close. We're definitely close. And heck, yes, man, I want my Doobot in my house as soon as it's available. I won't be able to afford it, but I want my Doobot as soon. I mean, Dewey, yes, dishes, bathroom, kitchen, all of it.
So wait, so there's somebody else operating him when he's doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not doing it by himself.
It's not autonomous yet.
Okay.
It's close, though.
He also recovers from failures. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, gotcha. So those guys are all there doing it.
Yeah, they're training it.
Oh,
yeah. And so
all right. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so all those dudes are standing there doing they're sitting in virtual reality controlling
and look, the point of me having a Doobot is not to put on the reality headset and pretend like I'm doing what I want the robot to do.
Right.
Sorry, no. The point is I want to be over there on my tilt back and have the Doobot, Dewey, doing his duty.
Well, this one can fold laundry. And he says,
but again, that wasn't that wasn't on its own. See, and that's a little disappointing.
Knapper, baby, he said that the robot is going to make Tesla's value go up to $25 trillion. Dollars.
Yeah, if you can, I mean, now if you're able to invest, I mean, now would be a good time. I am not an investment advisor. Believe me, I am not. If you knew anything about me, you'd know that I am not an investment advisor. Some people are overextended and some people are broke. I am not the latter. I am the latter.
Overextendedly broke.
Yeah, that's holy cow.
Well, if we just bought, who should be giving the economic advice is Stu. I mean, Stu is the one with a bazillion Bitcoin, which now you only need 15 of them to be a millionaire.
Yeah, well.
If we had bought them back when Stu did at what, 3 cents?
I don't know. I mean, we all were joking and laughing, and I don't like talking about it because it's disappointing to me because we made fun of it, and now the people that actually did buy it at Remember the guy that used all his Bitcoin to buy a pizza?
Yep.
I mean, dummy.
How pissed off is he? Do you remember how many was it that he used to buy the pizza?
I think it was 10,000.
10,000 Bitcoin?
I think it was.
Whoa, boy! I'll bet he's pissed.
That's the number that sticks in my head, but I could be wrong, obviously, but that's the number that sticks in my head.
Pizza. Let's see, because if
maybe
that
it was
is
1,000. Maybe it was just
on May 22nd, 2010, Florida resident Laszlo Hijinks paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 Papa John's pizzas.
Thank you. I knew that's the number that stuck.
Do
in
you
my
know?
head.
Wow. Do you know what those? Because this story is from May of this year, and if he had held on to those Bitcoin, coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Do you know what those would be worth?
I mean, I mean, he's buying Tesla.
$700 million.
Yeah. Hello.
Wow.
I know.
Boy, that would make you want to take a bath with a toaster. If that was you.
You can't afford one. You spend it on the pizza.
Man. I mean, that would suck knowing you had all of that in your hand and you just pissed it away.
No, because at the time, I mean, if you look back at what we've done, all the stuff, I mean, you look back and you go, man, I should have made a left there instead of a right. Or, I should have made a right there and a left. We've all got that. And so that's just one of those things that happens.
Wait a second. There's another dude, too. A guy, the guy's name is Jeremy Sturdivant. He used 10,000 Bitcoin to cover expenses while traveling the United States with his girlfriend. I had no idea how huge it would become, but let's see, one of these guys is the same one who invented, or who was the man who invented GPU mining, and he mined well over 100,000 Bitcoin.
Nice.
He says he doesn't regret buying the pizza with the Bitcoin.
Yeah, no way. You can't because that's what it was at the time. I mean, that's what, one of the things that helped, people become aware of it and, that kind of thing. So there's no way. I mean, obviously, if you stop and think, you go, crap.
But apparently he's fine. He's got Bitcoin coming out the wazoo.
Right. I'm sure he has plenty of Bitcoin, and which has been a very good investment for him. Because if he was able to have 10,000 at that time, I'm sure that he had at least 10,000 more.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Did while I was gone, did Tyson ever end up fighting Jake Paul?
No, it got postponed. Because Mike Tyson had something with his stomach, and it was postponed. And originally they talked about canceling it, but they've made it. Oops. But they've made it. It's still going to be on Netflix. It's still going to be here in DFW at AT&T on December something.
So it's still happening.
It is still going to happen, they claim. But I don't remember. Why can't I Tyson Paul?
Live at AT&T Stadium. Is this a Saturday, July 20th? No.
Yeah, that's the one that's postponed. The new date.
November
is-
15th.
Okay.
Says
it was
it's
either November or
rescheduled
December,
from
I couldn't remember.
7:20. All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's still supposed to happen, and it's supposed to be live on Netflix. So
August, September, October, November. 4 months? You really think that's going to happen?
I don't know. He had something. I forget what was wrong with him, his stomach. But I do know this, that I'm responsible for them rescheduling, because originally they said the news was that it was canceled because Mike had to go to the hospital. His doctor said he needed time to recoup, and it was.
Right.
And I called him a puss because Mike Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson is going to not fight Jake Paul because but my belly hurts, you puss. And so after I called him, I believe it was wuss actually that I called him officially.
Uh-huh.
And when I called him a wuss, then they rescheduled.
Uh-huh.
Mike said, "You're right."
So not exactly what Bongino called O'Reilly.
No, because I have a feeling that Mike, just even laying in a hospital bed with stomach issues, is gonna, beat my ass. But that's a different story. No, I did not. Bongino, man,
Not happy.
holy cow! No, not happy at all. Not happy at all. I
Not
would like to
happy.
know if he. And I don't listen. I listen to Bongino infrequently, but and I have no problem with Dan whatsoever. I mean, I've even met him a couple of times. I'm sure he remembers. But I would be interested in his take, and I almost tried to reach out to him to talk to him about it. The Secret Service person that was robbed in California. I'd be interested in his take on that, because that's just something isn't right about that. And I don't know what it is. I just know that something isn't right about that. But that's just gone away now. It's like, oh, okay, poof, this goes away.
Yeah, there's
Just not worried about it.
There's something that
Something isn't. I don't know what it is. Like I said, and it could be absolutely 100% legit. I just know why. I want to know why the Secret Service agent was out there and where he was at this complex. I want to know what was in the bag that was we were told was stolen. The police said they found some items from the Secret Service agent spewed about somewhere. I want to know if shots were fired, but the Secret Service agent didn't know if he was hit. Was the Secret Service agent fired upon, or did the Secret Service agent fire upon the so-called robber? Just something isn't right.
it's sad that you can't trust anything anymore.
I know. And we're supposed to believe, oh yeah, California, terrible. My gosh, they're robbing Secret Service agents now. And then we've moved on. I don't think that's right. It's the same night that the president and both presidents were in town. Former President Barack Obama and President Biden.
Right.
And I know the Secret Service, they don't just, guard the presidents, the family members and stuff. But why was that one way the hell out there where he was? And the whole thing didn't make sense to me. That's all.
Nothing makes sense anymore. That's a problem. You don't know what to believe. You can't believe any, and it really is. It's a sad day and age, is what it is. I miss the good old days.
Right.
Damn it.
The good old days of them.
Those good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days when things made sense more than they do now.
Right. Right.
I do have the song by our musical guest today, which is Atomic Brunette. If we want to hear now, I'm going to say this. Oh, I
boy.
don't know. I have it, and I don't know if it's up to par.
Oh man.
But
I don't know that I like that.
Look, I just get the guest booked. I don't necessarily vouch.
So you're not taking any credit when they're good?
No. Well, no, I
Okay.
take the credit when they're good, but
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
All right.
honestly,
If
I
they're
can't
bad.
remember how good they are. I'll leave it at that. With
right.
that, the radioactive melody from Atomic Brunette.
Wow.
I know, not bad.
Wow.
Right?
No, not right.
Not bad. Okay, it's not.
It's good that you don't take credit.
It's not.
Things are good because
It's not horrible.
things are bad.
I mean, Atomic Underground, and they got some of it right.
Did they?
Yes.
I feel like the answer to that is no.
I don't know. I mean, it's not.
Wow.
I mean, it was a nice.
Wow.
It wasn't bad.
Terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
Terrible.
It was not.
terrible.
It was not.
I'm
terrible.
not judging you. I'm just saying that I'm judging them. It was terrible.
Hold on a second. That's the Quantum Chronicles. There. Sorry. That was last week. That was the week before
See,
last
even-
special guest.
Even they're pissed.
I know
Like, hey, we
everybody's.
were so
Everybody's.
excited.
What do you expect with musical guests that look like that? I mean, come on. The hell is the one in the middle playing? It looks like
It was
it
terrible.
looks like a transporter accident with on the USS Enterprise. And the Admiral's dog. Did you before we do the joke of the day? But did you hear the?
Oh, you're already kicking me to the curb.
No,
Show's
not
over.
no,
We're done.
no. But I just
I'm in my
I
new
wanted to make
studio.
sure.
I've got my
you
little
s-
backdrop behind me now. It's not the hotel.
It's the
And,
construction process. The crew is slower than Christmas. Let me just tell you, and then they expect to be paid.
Wow.
But have you not heard "Walk Like Joe Biden"?
Well, first of all, yes, I have.
You did.
Why you look at me like?
I don't know if you. I didn't know if
I'm
you
on
heard
a
it
thing called
before.
the internet.
Well,
Am I supposed to give you a rundown of everything I've heard and seen? There's,
Yes.
I believe, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, there are a couple of different versions of the Walk Like Joe Biden. This one that I'm sure you're referring to, since you're so hip on what's trending.
I'm big time.
Is
I'm
the
hip.
latest edition.
I don't know that it is. I mean, it might
Because
be.
I'm surprised that you didn't bring to the table the trending girl, the
Haktua. Oh, I've
girl.
got her too.
Uh,
And sadly,
I know you're so hip on the what's trending.
sadly,
So,
and I want to point this out to everybody who might be looking for her, is the fact that video.
oh no, I just watched it this morning.
This is the interview that was put up a day ago. They say this video is unavailable. I think it was set to private earlier.
I just watched it this morning again because it was in my timeline.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, It was
I'm
just in my
saying, is
time.
it?
I may have even liked it again. So let me.
And maybe it was somebody else trying to steal
That's what I mean.
the hawk to a girl.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. What's
is
up?
this-
You want me to send it to your phone?
Well, this isn't.
Tuah has got to be one of the most satisfying ways of showing how to spit I've ever seen.
Okay, that's
All right,
not
just
it.
send it to your phone.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Okay. Let me. Let's see. How do I? Oh, wait. I know how to. Get
I know
it
you
over
want
there.
to play Walk Like Joe Biden, but
I do, but I also I don't want to. I like her, and she's important, and she is because I mean at some point you realize, okay, Mom and Dad, you said I'd never amount to anything, and
well,
here I am. Right? I mean, Mom and Dad
Right.
have got to be
Right.
very proud of their little girl.
How many is on your roster?
There's only one I want. I love you, Pookie, forever.
How do you get over a breakup?
The only way to get over one is get under another. Beat the cobwebs off this thing.
This mother Don't miss.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
And that's when
Mom,
you
Dad,
go.
I'm famous.
I will say this. Remember, drunk or high or sober, the chewing the fat rule, just because someone puts a microphone in front of you doesn't mean you have to speak.
Thank you.
I mean, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate it, but you don't have to.
She is up there with that MFer is not real now. She is up there with Tiffany Gomez.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, you watch. That she's not going away. I mean, they've got memes for her running for president this year.
Forever. Yeah, forever. I mean,
So
it's a trending thing. Trending. I know you, Mr. So hip on the trending timeline.
Well, and Tiffany
see
Gomez, I think she botched an incredible opportunity.
That chick from Dallas here, yeah.
She lives here, and
Yeah.
isn't she a branding expert? Isn't that? I mean,
Supposed
what
to
her
be,
thing
she
is?
was some real estate thing or whatever. Yeah, I don't remember.
And
what
she,
else
I mean,
was
she
supposed
had
to be.
the spotlight right on her, and she pissed it away.
Well, you know.
Do you not agree? Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, I think she had some medication imbalances happening. And so,
Even if she
maybe,
did,
you know what? Maybe she saw a lizard people. You know, who knows?
maybe she did.
Maybe
there was
There's
when
I continue to see the Joe Biden mask that keeps making my timeline. That the different Joe Bidens, and look, you can see his mask here, and it's okay. Calm down.
at this point, are you willing to bet your life that he's not wearing a mask?
No, which is why I
Okay.
stop and look at them. But I don't. It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh.
Any other year, I would say that's crazy. But not anymore. I mean, anything is possible, and if the
Thing is-
mask slips
Yeah.
and there's a lizard that pops out, I'm just
If you
saying.
want to continue to see things things that make you laugh, just like it, and then the algorithm says, "Oh, you like that," and they continue to send you the stuff.
We don't have to play
There you
Walk
go.
Like Joe Biden if you
Look
don't
at us! You're just drooling to play Walk Like Joe Biden.
We don't
Why
have to.
Gosh.
We don't have. I mean, technically, we started 3 minutes late, so we can. We've got a couple of minutes before we actually give everybody what they
thanks
paid
for
for.
bringing that up again.
That was my fault.
Appreciate that.
Totally my fault. But when I say my fault, I mean Ron. I mean it's not my fault.
Hello.
It's Ron's fault. So,
Hello.
but if I think we're just going to play it. That's
Oh
all
my
I can
gosh.
say. What? It's a good song. Great song.
The American president is doomed. A little old man can barely move. If he moves too quick, he'll topple just like a domino. He's got that sinister smile and thinks he just might win the bet. But he's just hanging on, dangling like Hunter cigarette. Hunter types with the hookah pipe say, walk like a Joe Biden.
This is excellent.
Isn't this Crowder?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He did it, I think,
excellent.
last year even.
And when
Good
he boards that Force One, he spins around and he hits the floor. He's got the moves.
In fact, there's one clip in
He
here.
hits the deck, then he hits some more. All the
There's
fans
one
are
clip
so
in here I don't
stuck,
remember.
they really would like to
Like I
see
remember all these clips.
Yeah.
when he
There's
wins
one
the
clip
Vatican.
we missed it. It's at the very. It's in like I don't know how long in that I went back and watched it, and now that I'm watching this video again, I'm remembering watching this again. There's one because I didn't remember that clip. All these others I remember because we play the crap out of them on Pat Unleashed. But there was one I didn't remember, and I'm gonna have to find it. Where it's
What
from.
was it?
I don't know. There's another one too. There's two. Okay, the other one's coming up, I think. Where I don't remember where he was at. I remember all these. He was in car dealers, kind of stage. He doesn't know where he never knows how to get off stage. Never knows what he's doing. Doofus. He's walking up these stairs. That's a fact.
See, it's catchy.
Walk
Walk like a Joe Biden.
Okay, he's coming up some stairs soon, I think. I don't remember where he was at. I don't remember where.
Is it the one where he trips up 2 stairs and grabs the guy's arm?
Yeah. I don't remember where that was.
That I want to say it was Korea. And yeah,
I do
know
not remember seeing that when it happened.
Yeah.
And there was another one early on that I remember. Mug Club. Yeah.
Louderwithcrowder.com/mug club.
Yeah,
Good for him.
Absolutely. Replay at the very beginning. See this one. I don't remember where he's at.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's the dude. He grabs the guys.
Yeah, that's the 2-step one. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I've seen him fall downstairs and obviously going up on Air Force One, but that one with the wherever he was at, I don't remember seeing that one.
I remember seeing it.
Okay, that one right there. I don't remember that one. I don't remember what.
That's when he tripped over the sandbag on the stage.
No.
Yeah.
No, the sandbag made him fall.
No, there was that might be West Point. He tripped over a sandbag.
No, I know the sandbag made him fall when he was leaving the stage, though.
Oh, look at you!
This one is a stumble on. I don't remember where that was. The fall on stage that was leaving the stage at West Point.
There's another one.
Yeah, that's not. I don't remember where that was.
There's the bicycle
that little tripping there. And then the other one is in a ways. The one that the 2-step one. I don't remember. In a ways. In a ways.
Right. Yeah.
He runs Ohio. Sorry, I mean Hawaii. Sorry.
Yeah, he did. I think he's dead.
He is actually.
And they named something after him. Where is that?
I'm sure they did.
No, that's one where he's lost.
Time.
There it is.
Right here. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I do not remember that. I mean, and I thought I'd seen all his blunders. I mean, he's close, man. I don't even want to think about him taking a big tumble because that would be, seriously be terrible. But it's close to happen. I mean, the Secret Service are now following him close behind when he walks. I don't know what they're going to do if he falls. I mean, the Secret Service are not supposed to be in the shot. They should be walking in front of him when he's walking down, but that would be even more embarrassing. You can't take the big stairs anymore. So you never see him walking with Jill because Jill refuses to take the little the little stairs. She's like, go ahead, old man. I don't even want to see you. I'll come off later. I don't want to be seen coming down these short stairs. It's amazing. Wow. Anyway,
all right.
This is
all right. We've got the.
Are we done?
We got the joke of the day.
It's good to be back on Saturday Morning Live.
It is.
I will say it's good to see you. It's good to be back. I'm happy to be here. I wasn't this happy when I woke up this morning. I'll tell you that.
At your
when I woke
age,
up this morning, I thought,
good to be anywhere.
Wow.
Thank
you.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Thank you for that.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong, Brad.
No, I'm not.
And I don't appreciate the shaming.
No, I'm not. It's okay. I respect my elders.
This joke, I don't even remember if I've said this joke on Chewing the Fat because I have laughed for 3 weeks at this joke. I've saved it for this show.
We'll be the judge of that.
Saved it for this show.
Okay.
Because I've made me laugh for 3 weeks. Okay? Mm-hmm. Joke of the day. Mm-hmm. I may have said it on Chewing the Fat because I love this joke. Mm-hmm. So the kid asks his mom, why am I black and you're white? And the mom says, don't even start with me. The way that party went, you're lucky you're not barking.
Wow.
Sadly, another Saturday Morning Live has come to an end. You can always get more of Jeff Fisher's irresistible presence by following him on X at JeffyJFR. Send him an email, chewingthefat@theblaze.com. And remember, you can get a cameo from Jeffy, but it's not free. So don't even ask.
No, it's not.
And if it's more of Brad Staggs that your heart needs, that's easy too. Follow him on all the socials at Real Brad Staggs. He never checks his email, but you can try brad@thedailymojo.com. Also, download the Daily Mojo app. It's on the Apple App Store right now, just waiting for your tug. As long as you guys don't need anything else, like a foot rub or maybe a neck massage, great! Then I'm out of here. Watch the Daily Mojo Monday morning at 7 and Chewing the Fat drops again Monday afternoon. Until then, I'm not Stu, saying if it's pasta you want, you gotta boil some noodles. Hasta la vista, baby!